Thank you for watching the Roofing Machine podcast. I got a special event today. It's a special edition. We got A&S Roofing, both owners, Jessy and Francisco, and my co-host Mark. Really excited to be here. We did a 2-day event, which is about a 3-month event, with them to help them grow their business properly so they can serve the community even better. So without further ado, Francisco and Jessy, it was an incredible 2 days. I mean, the emotion that you got us as a team, we just had a meeting before, it was pretty amazing. One of the things that Mark does the most is your passion that you have. We meet a lot of owners, but your passion that you have for your employees, like you really, really care about them. Where did that come from?
Yes, Martin. So basically, it comes from being them. And you know, I was a sales rep. I worked for a company that probably didn't guide me the right way. That's why obviously I reached out to you for one of the main reasons is because of that, because I want to be able to guide my people the right way, the correct way. So that's where you came in part. My labor guys, I was them. You know, I was in the field, right? I was in the field. I was picking up trash.
When you started?
Well, when my first time getting on the roof, I was probably about 13 years old. There was no ladder raiders like my guys have nowadays, so we had to put everything up on our shoulders and put it on the roof. Nowadays, my guys are spoiled. You know, they got the ladder raiders, they got all their tools, everything is gravy. But I guess when I really started in the industry was probably, I say, when I was 16 years old. And I saw a tragedy happen right in front of me. And
walk us through what happened. So you're in the job site, you're 16 years old, just getting started on the roof.
Yeah, I was 16 years old.
What year was that?
Marvin, I think this was probably, 2006, 7?
Before 7, yeah, around
Like 2006, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
I was actually in another industry. I was working here in air, but I had a roofing crew that was right beside me, working on the house beside me. Fortunately, something happened. They were not tied off. I guess it was due to irresponsibilities from whoever was running the crew. The guy fell and he fell on the compressor. The compressor didn't have a safety cover over the fan, so whenever the guy fell, he fell head first and he went directly onto the fan of the compressor. So it was a horrible scene. It really was. Whenever that happened, I guess they reached out to the guy and the boss man, and he showed up there. You know, really decent guy, nice guy to your eyes, look to what you can see, because he showed up there in a big old truck, you know, necklaces, rings all over. And I asked him, "Hey, are you the boss for the crew?" He was like, yes. He's like, "Do you know what happened?" I was like, "Yeah, I mean, he fell. They were not tied up, you know." So I guess from there I moved on. I was like, man, I wanted to be that guy for a certain period of time, you know. I was like, I wanted to be that person. It was like I wanted to be that guy who has those big trucks, you know, the rings and all that. That was my first state of mind. But when I actually got into the industry and I started working, everything changed for me. Like I saw
you were seeing that guy, like, hey man, this guy just fell off the roof, and it was pretty cool. Like you're talking about, and then is that where like you're like, hey, I really care about people. I want to make sure that my employees are well taken care of. If I'm the guy that makes it, and you obviously there's, you know, in business you need to be passionate about something. You have to be skilled, built for it, and you need to make money. That's business, right? So you're like, oh, this guy's gonna make money, but he's not treating his people properly. Exactly. I can solve that problem because I care so much.
Yes. So that was one of my things. I actually wanted to make sure I could solve those type of issues, solve those type of problems by caring a little bit more than what other people do. Obviously, we're in the industry to make money, man, and that's a big plus. But building a culture and building this relationship with my workers, my employees, my crew guys. I mean, I can call my crew guys right now, 12 o'clock at night. Hey guys, I need help with moving. They will be there within 30 minutes. I've built something so strong with them.
Yeah, I feel it. We felt it this whole week, man.
Yeah, even all your employees, you know, you have your crew guys as well, but you have a lot of family members that work for you as well. And I just felt that, you know, a lot of younger people within your organization, and, you know, for you to want to hire us and help guide them, right, and for you to know that, hey, I need some help, right, as two owners, I need to help to have some guidance for them, and now, hopefully, after 2 days and even more time with you in the next month, that we can give you a little bit of guidance. But what do you think that they got most out of it, of the last 2 days, your employees? What are some big things that they needed?
They needed confidence, man. And I guess as an owner and somebody, like I said, somebody that wants to try to make sure they succeed in life, I was failing a little bit on it. But I know they needed it, you know. I know that somewhere, somehow, I had to get it in them. So that's why I reached out to you guys.
Awesome.
You know, there's plenty of other people out there, and don't get me wrong, there's awesome people out there. But for me, who fitted what I wanted to get done to my industry and my company, was you guys. Okay?
Yeah, and to reinforce what you're saying, like we meet a lot of contractors, there's a lot of contractors we want to deal with, but your open-mindedness and the care about your employees when we did the interview process, it blew our mind. So it was definitely something, we want to work with you guys. We couldn't wait to be here, really. So it means a lot. And Jessy, can you tell me, how did you meet this guy? I mean, I want to know, I'm curious now. I mean, this guy's
How do I
a
meet
beast,
him?
the
Okay,
gorilla.
we met up in middle school. He said that I was behind him, but no.
You were.
But you know what?
You were.
He
behind
actually
me.
would send his friends. He was like, I don't know what we were thinking. He was like 14 years old. He would send his friends or his best friend to go ask me out. Like, hey, can you go ahead and tell
That's
Jessy?
not the story you was telling earlier.
So you
And
guys have
then-
been together since middle school?
Yeah, middle school, yeah. Well, actually,
Well-
we were middle school and high school together.
Yeah, she broke my heart when we were 18 years old.
Well,
She left me when we were 18 years old.
Wasn't your fault, I'm sure.
Well, she says it was completely my fault, but I kind of feel like it wasn't. You know, she was
No.
just outgrowing me too much.
Yeah.
She's
More
a,
mature,
she's
right?
a
18
smart,
years
smart woman. And
I was, I don't know if it will sound selfish or bad, but I was one more. And not just, I'm not talking about money-wise, or I'm talking about like learning, always want to learn more, even though, let's see it, succeed, but I don't think it's ever a point where you stop learning. I don't think you will never stop learning. So at that time, he was a teenager, crazy, and I was no, this is not what I want. I want to keep on
More
moving.
mature, right?
Yeah.
Mature level higher.
So, but then when he came back to me like 2 years later. So no,
5.
no, like 4 years.
5.
Yeah, 4 years later he came back. We come back together and we had 2 babies.
He grew up a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he grew up. Well, I still help him grow.
to be honest with you, and I guess there's a lot of people out there, and I'm not afraid to say it or nothing like that, and I'm actually proud of saying it. She molded me.
Yeah.
She made me the man that I'm actually am today. You know? And that's something I would never be embarrassed to say in front of nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we would like to see Jessy. And you said like somebody can bring the heat, but you are the heat. Like you're in the room, there's
Yes.
the energy coming out.
100%.
Yes, and that's probably from you, like being so
Driven.
wanting to grow and understand and learn
Yeah.
all those years, right?
Well, I guess that's my personality, but I don't think I'm that hard. Am I that hard?
You know.
Okay. Well, yeah, and I think, well, when Francisco said that, Francisco has always been like a big fan of humor. So first he was like, what was it? Last year, right?
Last year.
Since last year, he wanted to bring. When I first met you on December, so he was like, I wanna, talk to him and bring him, and then we met up on Reeva. So they were like, you know what, even better, we know more, and I really didn't know much about, that industry, like on the size of marketing and stuff like that, people teaching, learning. I always think that, I guess YouTube, Google, stuff like that. So he always wanted to, and I'm like, okay, you know what, but why them? We have a lot of good people that I have known. Social media, you know how social media is, big followers, a lot of likes, and this and that. So I'm like, why don't these people? And he was like, no, because it's not. I guess what we saw in you guys is that we don't only see it for the sales on the inside. So you guys do the whole structure,
It's a foundation.
foundation, and I think that's what we needed the most.
Anything you do, anything you build, the most important thing is always going to be your foundation.
So, yeah.
For me, that's what
Paul
I
talks about that too, about motivation. It's not motivation. It's
Discipline.
It's
Yeah.
discipline.
Something I learned.
A little bit more culture too.
For me, it was motivation. It is, but you know what? You say something really good that it got to me. Motivation is not the main thing because motivation. One day you can be motivated, and tomorrow, you know what? I'm not gonna do it. So, what really takes for you to be like that is discipline, constant. And I think that's what the
Building
hard
habits,
part.
right?
Yeah,
Building habits.
building
So
habits.
process, procedure you're talking about, structure, so it's not, we're not here for 2 days and then next week it's back to normal.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna build on now. You have
That's
a,
what I
you
told
have
him.
a
The
year.
hard part coming right
Yes,
now
yes.
because that is on us. Right now we have the easy because it's you guys. You're telling us. I told him,
We're coming.
The,
Exciting.
the couple of more days, months, it's gonna keep getting harder because that's gonna be on us. And then
Yeah, we game plan now.
We're
You
ready.
know where you
Yes.
go. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So we talk about Mark and I, like your logo and the gorilla.
Yes.
We're passionate about this. We like this. We like this a lot. Where did that come from?
This,
The idea of the gorilla, because
Just
it's
the gorilla
A&S,
itself.
A&S
A&S
Roofing.
Father, I thought you mentioned something about your father.
well, my father was called, like, my dad was a beast. He wasn't your average, can I say, Mexican. This dude was 6'2", 6'3", beast
that
mode.
sounds.
You know, and every day, that's what they called him, gorilla. You know, gorilla.
The gorilla.
Gorilla. And hey, gorilla. Hey, gorilla. Hey, ¿dónde está el gorilla? You know? And obviously I got another uncle that they call him the same thing. So I was like, dude, I've always liked gorillas and everything. And another thing is that silverbacks, man, which I consider myself, are so territorial, man. You know, they protect their
Fine.
yeah, like they protect everybody. You know, silverbacks up there protecting all the gorillas. So I felt like I could put myself in that. You know, I feel like I could be like I'm a silverback because obviously I come from a household where I'm the only man in my house. You know,
Yes.
and I got nothing but gorillas in my house. You know, and not in a bad way, but like I got nothing but
Yeah.
gorillas in the house. So I have to be the silverback. I have to make sure that everybody is protected, or even though they never listen to me to what I have to say, but whenever something happens, I'm always there. You know, so it comes from a couple
So
of things. A couple
you
of
feel
things.
like that
honoring.
shows you employees, to you.
Yeah, and then obviously that's like for my employees. Like I feel like they're my young silverbacks, they're my young gorillas, where I want them to succeed. Like he's successful out on the field, man. So I'm always gonna be there to protect them. I'm always gonna be there to throw knowledge their way, whatever I can do. If there's something I can offer them, I'm always gonna be there to do it. So like I said, it comes from a couple of things, not just my father, not just my family, could be my sales team, which for me is my family because most of them are my family. But it comes from that, from wanting to be somebody who's gonna be there for everybody, looking out for them, taking care of them, being a protector, being a leader. That's where it comes from.
What would you think that a homeowner could expect when they hire A&S? You talk about protecting, you talk about being a leader, and I know after spending a couple days with you guys, I feel like you really want to do that for homeowners. So what would a homeowner expect by hiring A&S Roofing?
You're asking me?
Both of you, yeah.
Okay.
They can expect the best.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna tell you something. They can expect the best. My crew members, they're all. I'm not saying they're the best, but we're the type of team that will put 120% to everything.
Yeah.
Obviously, I let all my homeowners know. There's nothing in life that's perfect, but I can guarantee you, we will always shoot to try to get perfection.
Yeah, and you were talking about a little bit like you're building this from production. Like you came from production, from installation, from
Yeah.
you said like hard work, picking up trash from the
Exactly.
field. So
Yes.
this part, and you described this in a good way, like this part's covered. We just need to find a way to structure so we can help more homeowners.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's brilliant.
Help
Yeah, so
them.
that's like, it's good. I mean, I'm not here to talk bad about nobody, but I didn't learn roofing from watching YouTube videos or reading a book. I didn't start my company by watching that guy and wanting it. I started in the field. I picked up the trash. I loaded the material. I cut the ridge caps.
No
It's the
shingles.
worst thing I hate in my life. Cutting ridge caps. Nailing the shingles, doing the valleys, going up there doing repairs. I learned it, everything I needed to, before I can actually jump into owning my own company. Because if anything ever goes south, I know I can be the one to jump up there and take care of whatever issue I need to. You know?
That's awesome. And now you just got your certification with GAF, or
Yeah.
certified contractor, which is a big deal. You can offer advanced
So we have
warranties.
great warranties, which
Yes.
maybe not a lot of people, companies will offer them.
Absolutely.
So.
Yeah, so
that's
we
a
are
big thing.
offering now 50-year warranties with GAF. We're shooting obviously to get better and get Master Elite. You know, it's just a process. We're gonna have to keep going day by day, and hopefully we can get there soon. I know and I have trust and faith in my guys and on my team that
Yes.
we will get there. You know.
Yeah, and it's great. It's not like you're doing awesome. You're just like, I want to serve more people,
Yes.
so
Yes.
I need help. So let's get growing. So that was our turn on. I think when Mark and I when we talked to you guys.
Yeah. So it is something like, obviously, I want to help people, man. I mean, now that I'm in a position where I can be that guy, you know, that hey, that I can help you with anything. It's awesome. For me, it's an awesome feeling, you know. It's like money is, money is it's an important subject to everybody, to anybody in America and anywhere. But when you get that feeling, when you see that customer is so happy and satisfied with everything we did,
Yeah.
dude, that's just killer. That's just freaking awesome. I was like, dude, I
And
did
also
that.
seeing your sales team succeed as well, right?
Yes.
You know, I think that's
Yes.
a big thing with a leader is
And
being on top is not always fun. You gotta grow them.
For
gotta
them
grow
to,
them.
for them to feel proud of that they work for A&S for our company.
And
you
we
know?
felt that.
Yeah,
for sure.
100%.
Everybody
100%.
had their shirt, same matching color every day.
Yeah.
Looked professional, was sharp, they were
Open-
action
open to
oriented.
learning, open to
And
learning.
no
Yes.
excuses.
I think now
Yep.
with this knowledge that we got, it will help us a lot.
And process,
And we're
right?
gonna keep
So the
getting.
process
And I
is
know,
serious.
yeah, and we're gonna. I know new things are gonna keep coming, and then we're gonna keep learning. We're never gonna stop.
Is it gonna be easy?
No,
No,
no, it's not.
it
It's
never
not.
has been easy.
Never.
Well,
Never
we're
has.
really, really looking forward to see you guys grow,
Yes.
and it's really exciting. We're pumped coming here, and we're even more fueled now. So, thanks so much for having us. It was a
No,
pleasure.
thank you for
Thank you, guys.
everything.
Can we
You
show them
guys did for us.
a little handshake? Do you remember the
Oh,
handshake?
yes, yes.
Hey, give me
Aw.
one. I want to see you. You help me out. Where's the camera? Give me some camera.
Let's go.
Thank you very much for watching The Roofing Machine. If you like, please like a comment below if you have any questions for them, for us, and please keep watching us. So see you next time.